Hey there everyone, this is Eddie the Chump. This is my first YouTube commentary. Welcome to my channel. The gameplay, just a quick word on the gameplay. It's a kill confirmed on Fallen, as you can probably tell. Now, I'm not going to ruin this. Do I get a MOAB? Do I not get a MOAB? Da 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 da. My channel's probably going to be more about me and my personality, hopefully, than the gameplay. Because I'm good at Call of Duty, but I'm not a super beast, as Wicked Shrapnel would say. But hopefully you'll find the gameplay interesting. I'm sure that many of you will debate about my style of gaming. Some people would say that I'm a flanker. I'm a consummate flanker. That's all I do. I don't post up ever. Well, I might do sometimes if I'm reloading or if I'm injured, but I will not stop moving around the map. It's kind of a problem. You know, if a team figures that out, then I'm pretty much screwed and I'll have to rage quit. That's pretty much what happens every time I play the game. But in this one, this is a game that goes well for me. So I want people to be able to connect with me and not think that I'm kind of some ultimate super beast who gets MOABs all the time. That's not true. I do kill whore a little bit in Kill Confirmed. It's my favourite game type because I find I can stretch it out. I usually play with 1 or 2 friends. We can stretch the game out a little bit longer and get some more kills, because that's essentially what Call of Duty is about, isn't it? It's about killing people, shooting people with your gun. That's my favourite thing. I quite often run specialists, so you won't see me running like super slayer assault things. And I will run support if I'm sniping. I'll UAV whore. I'll just use a UAV or a counter. Like, I won't put a 3rd kill streak on just because, I don't know, I find it simpler. I'm running around with a sniper rifle. I've got 2 jobs. One is killing people and the other one is putting up UAVs. So that's a little bit about how I play. Probably didn't need to know all that, but hey, it's my first commentary. It's not going to be perfect. I'm sure I'll get better at it. Right, so in this first one, I planned out. See, I've got notes. You can't see this. I don't know why I'm saying that. You can't see this. I've got a pad in front of me of all the things I want to talk about in my first commentary. The first of which is my inspiration. Why would someone want to take up YouTube? Right. Now, the people who inspired me, it's probably a pretty cliche list, but it's absolutely the truth, so why not say it? Why not be truthful to who I am and how I got here? The first of all is Hutch. It's a bit of a sensitive subject for people, I know, because he's just left all of this behind for personal reasons, but he really was the reason why I wanted to get into YouTube, why I've bought the equipment, why I've sat down here and tried to do an incredibly awkward thing, if you've never done it, to sit here and talk into a microphone on your own, it's quite a strange experience. But anyway, so yeah, back to Hutch. He inspired me both in terms of his gameplay, but in terms of his style mainly. He talked about himself and his personal life and his personal issues, and he did it with integrity and intelligence, and he was articulate. You know, that's the one thing that I really remember. He was very clear with his ideas. He put across his point in an adult way, and never to the detriment of other people. Well, most of the time not to the detriment of other people. I'm sure Wings of Redemption would argue that point. The second is, in fact, the other 2 primary reasons why I wanted to do YouTube were, in fact, his Respawn comrades, if I should say that, although the Respawn we knew and love is no longer there. The other 2 primary inspirations are Mr. Sark and Sea Nanas. Now, I'm a big fan of Mr. Sark. I think he's hilarious. A lot of people don't get his sense of humour. Some people think he's genuinely racist or genuinely homophobic or sexist. I can pretty much guarantee if you can't read that sense of humour and you think it's real, you're probably medically retarded. No, I'm going to get some hate for saying something like that, but it's true. Like, if you don't understand his sense of humour, I feel sorry for you. There's something wrong with you. I think he's one of the funniest men on the planet. And one of my ambitions, actually, for running this channel is to actually meet him, because I think I'd get on with him like a house on fire. On to Sea Nanas. Everyone loves Sea Nanas. Come on. Who doesn't love Sea Nanas? I preferred his channel when there was more Call of Duty on there, because I'm primarily a Call of Duty player. I get bored with with one-player games. Say Skyrim. Everyone loves Skyrim. I do too. Don't get me wrong. I love that game. I loved Oblivion. Played it to death. But I don't know. There's something about games where I'm playing on my own. They seem even more of a waste of time than anything else. You know, than even Call of Duty is. So yeah, I preferred his channel when it was more Call of Duty. But yeah, his style, his irreverent style, I like a lot. I can identify with it. I think he's a very intelligent person. That's what I read from his commentary and how he talks. But they're all sort of personality guys, you know. And I did originally start watching YouTube videos for the gameplay, right? Because everyone does. Everyone gets into YouTube because they want to get better at the game, because they're interested. It's like a little mini subculture, this YouTube community. So the people that I really respect in terms of gameplay, and these are also my inspiration for wanting to do this, is the people that made me want to try and get MOABs, to be good enough to go on a 25 kill streak without dying. People like Ronaldinho, Ron, and Scumpy, or Scump, or Scumper Jumper, whatever his fucking name is, the MLG Pro, who's a complete and utter super beast. Now these two are amazing at Call of Duty, and I watch their gameplay, and it honestly inspires me to want to be better at the game, to improve my shot, to improve my tactical mind in a game. That I can't think of any two players that more typify the kind of player I'd like to be, because I am not a poster upper. I'm not someone who posts up in a certain position behind the head glitch, with a long line of sight, with an ACR or some other gun like that. I don't do that. I'd like to think I'm a rusher, but I'm probably not good enough to be a traditional rusher. So as you can see in my gameplay here, I get my specialist bonus there, and I flank round, and I'm constantly trying to be away from my team and in their spawn. And that's just the way I like to play. So it's kind of rushing, but it's kind of a subtle rushing, because I'm not good enough really to do that. Now sometimes I'm very streaky. Sometimes my shot is absolutely on, and I'm sure all of you guys can completely identify with that. Some days your shot's just there, it's just on, and you're hitting everyone in the head. You're two-shotting everyone with a silenced ACR. It's just the easiest game in the world. And then other times you can't snap onto people, and people beat you when you've got quick draw and they've got assassin, you know, in a 1v1, and that's, you know, we've all been there. So yeah, those two never lose those fights, or so it seems. You know, I watched Scump's live streams, and he's a great player. I mean, he does. let's not. They both have probably the most beast connections I've ever seen. I mean, an MP7 kills in 3 bullets from pretty much any range, every time, and I don't have that connection. I will post gameplays where you can see that people are taking 5 bullets of an ACR. Thank you, by the way, Infinity Ward, for lag compensation. Why'd you make me host in this game when my connection is terrible? Now, anyway, that's that's going off the subject. As I say, first commentary, go easy with me. Right, so the next thing on my little notes is gameplay, what you can expect from my channel. Well, I'm a Call of Duty player, right? I love Call of Duty. I will play the latest Call of Duty, and I will try and give it time. I will bitch and I will moan and I will rage just like the rest of us, but I will play the latest Call of Duty through and try and formulate a balanced opinion about it. So primarily it will be Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops. There will be some Battlefield, although my opinions about Battlefield I'll go through in another video. My dissatisfaction with a lot of the mechanics of modern games. Now that leads me on to my next thing. I do use red guns a lot, and I'm not a great sniper. I'm good. Okay, I can be good. I can be awful, but I like sniping. And one of the reasons why I'm playing Modern Warfare 3 at the moment is because I love the MSR. It's cool. Everyone loves it. Surely, it's a great sniper rifle. I play a lot of Black Ops because that for me is where sniping was at the sweet spot. It's difficult, so not all the fanboys who've watched one Zagriz video will do it all the time, and if they do, they're not very good, so you can usually kill them. But it's hard, but it's satisfying. And something about Black Ops, I don't know if you feel the same, but that game looked amazing. The L96 in that game is one of the sexiest guns in any Call of Duty. I don't care what you say. You know, it's just, yeah, I love that game and I love that gun. So, on to the final part of this commentary. Why would I want to do this? Well, it's going to be for fun. You know, I'm under no illusions that I'm just starting YouTube. You know, it's not going to go anywhere. That's what I think. You know, it's probably not going to go anywhere. I mean, I'm a designer by trade, so my channel will always look nice. The animations will be crisp and da-da-da-da. I don't know if that... It might look professional, but you'll be able to see by my subs that I'll be a tiny channel, probably for a year. I'm doing this for fun, you know. I want to make playing Call of Duty not such a waste of time, you know, because sometimes I feel guilty about it when you get to the nearly 30 mark, you kind of feel guilty about gaming. Well, at least I do anyway. So yeah, I want to make it not such a waste of time. And there you go, there's the MOAB. So yeah, there was a MOAB in this gameplay. I thought I didn't want to ruin it at the beginning, but that's kind of a typical MOAB for me. I'm not one of these people that can get them in 2 minutes, you know. Like for whatever reason, when I've spawn trapped someone, it'll probably be by accident. It's certainly not by design because I'm flanking around the map all the time. And when there's 7, 8 people keep spawning in front of me, I'll eventually die. I won't be able to do those kind of crazy MOABs, but I will be able to do these ones. So as you can see, 35 and 5. It's not a bad game. It's not a good game. Well, it is a good game. Let's not bullshit. That's a good game. You know, it's not the worst game in the world. So yeah, that was my first commentary. It was a bit all over the place. I hope you guys don't hate me for it. But yeah, come back if you want to see more gameplay like that and just general conversation, because that's what my channel's going to be. Peace out.